Welcome to Solutions with Nimabelli YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to know important topics of Module 2. Guys, ಯಾವ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಬಿಡ್ತಿರೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ 1 ಮತ್ತು ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ 2ನ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ಓದಬೇಕು, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವು ಸ್ಕೋರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ 1 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ 2. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ 3 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ 4, ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ 5, we can predict some questions, but sometimes if paper is tough, then ಆ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ 3 ಮತ್ತು ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ 4 ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ 1 ಮತ್ತು ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ 2 ಥಿಯರಿ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. If we study this important topics, means important topics cover complete syllabus of module 2 only, because it's easiest module in POP is module 2 only. Now if we study this, we can score 15 marks. If we score 15 marks, that's enough. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಏನೂ ಓದೋಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಪಿ ಒ ಪಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 3 ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲೀನಾಗಿ ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 4-5 ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಅಷ್ಟು ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ದ ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ನಾವು come to the module 2 important questions. Module 2, they asking the first question, list and explain different types of operator. We are going to list all the operators and we are going to explain each operator. For example, if you take arithmetic operator, there is addition operator, subtraction, multiplication, power, and division. All those things are there, so explain each one by one. Okay, first list and explain. Basically they didn't ask all this, okay, they didn't ask all these questions. They simply ask, let's explain any 5 operator, explain any 3 operators with examples. Mainly very important operators are, one is the relational operators, logical operators, conditional operators, and bitwise operators. In one question paper they directly ask, explain relation, logical, conditional, and bitwise operators. So for that we should concentrate on more on this very easiest topic is operator. Next we come to the typecasting and type conversion. Both are same. Here implicit conversion is typecasting and explicit type conversion is type conversion, and implicit type of conversion is typecasting. Both are converting from one data type to another data type only. For these two things we need to give a program example. There is a program example for both the typecasting and type conversion. If you write anything theory, okay, if you write any theory, you can score what if they give 6 marks, this question for 6 marks, theory is carry 3 marks, plus that program what you write for example program for both typecasting and type conversion, it's carry 3 marks. So please concentrate on simple programs, because module 1 they didn't concentrate on the programs. From module 2 onwards they definitely concentrate on the programs. Just write simple programs, that's enough. Type conversion is, there is no program, there is something called data types, which just write the data types, and hierarchy is there now, from integer, float, from lower level to higher level, like that write that hierarchy, that's enough for type conversion. For typecasting there is a program, you read that program. This is also very important program. Here in the module 1 for printf and that is input and output statement, that is very important. In module 2 typecasting and type conversion is very important. Next come to the conditional statement. Guys, in this module we didn't skip the each single module also. For important question, for this video we didn't skip a single topic also, because module 2 is a scoring module, so every points will be important. So next is the conditional statements. What should we write for conditional statements? We're having 4 conditional statements, that is if statements, if else statements, if else if statements, and the switch statements. If they ask these questions, they didn't ask to, what they ask means explain conditional statements with an example, explain loop statements with an example. Okay, like that they ask questions, or else they ask explain if and if else statements, explain nested if statements, explain switch statements, like that they ask. If they ask anything, you just know some little bit theory, 1 3 to 4 points theory, and you should write the syntax for each conditional statements. Any conditional statements you should write the sum of the syntax. Every statement has a syntax. Write the syntax, write the flowchart. In the flowchart, what its content, whatever in the syntax, that thing only content. And then type expressions. Conditions are represented in the square or diamond symbol, and remaining things statements are represented in the that rectangle box. Okay, if the condition is true, then it's going to execute. If this condition is true, then it's going to execute the statements. If else ಅದು ಆರ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬ್ಲಾಕಲ್ಲಿ, ಇದು ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಕರ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್ ಇರೋದು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಒನ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಫ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇರೋ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಅದು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಫ್ಲೋ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಿಯರ್ there is a false. Okay, if the condition is true, it's going to execute the statement 1. If it's false, then it's going to execute the statement x. After writing the if syntax and the flowchart, we need to give one simple example. Take this example: hash include standard input data, a main function. Execution starts from the main function. Okay, then int x is equals to 10. We initialize the x value with 10. If x is greater than 0, it's true. No, x is greater than 0, then we print f x is the positive number. Okay, that is just give some example, simple example. If they ask if statements, like write these things only. If they ask if else statements, along if the if we are having the else, we had the one else statements here. Same thing. Next, if else if statements, next switch statements. For everything, write some few and 3 to 4 points of theory. Write the syntax, write the flowchart, explain whatever in the flowchart. Means if the condition true, then it's going to execute the statement 1, and else x going to execute the statement x, like that. And after this, give one simple small example. Small examples in Google's also provided. If you want, we will post it, that one also. Comment us if you want, then we will post. Okay, then this simple examples you need to. Then after that, in the module 2, from the module 2, they are going to ask a question program in basically 2a 2b 2c. These two considering the theory part, and last one is considered the basically the last one considered the program part. So for that program part, if you know programs are, we can't expect the same programs. So that's why we clear that complete theory part in the module 2. After that, we know the quadratic equations program in the lab only. So the laboratory program is quadratic equations. After the quadratic equations, write another one is there, write a C program to simulate a calculator using the switch statement. ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯೋದು. ಅಡಿಷನ್, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೇಸ್ 1 ವಿ ಗಿವ್ ಅಡಿಷನ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು a plus b, ಕೇಸ್ 2 and a minus b, case 3 and a into b, like that you give. That is also very easiest. Both things are easy. You learn this. These are the two important previous year asked questions. Now programs na predict madakagalla, but theory we can predict. Okay, after that we're having the another one thing that is called as in the iterative statements are them. Your iterative statements, same thing, while, do while, for loop. For these things also, write some theory part, write the syntax and flowchart along with small example. That's enough. Do while, if you know the while, do while is very easy by adding the do. Then for loop is very easy also. That we knowing the syntax, one you give one example, find a small example. Break and continue statements. Either you know the while statements. If you know perfectly the while statements, for the while statement syntax, just add the break. Then for the while statement, you add the continue keyword. That's enough. Break and continue. If the executions, when the execution control line reaches to the break statement, exit out from the loop. If the control signals reaches the continue, it's repeatedly execute the same loop. There is just difference between break and continue statement. Is here for them also give some theory part, syntax. If you know the while loop, these things are very easy only. Next, go to statements. If ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಈ ಗೋ ಟು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋಣ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಥಿಯರಿ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ. ಅದರ್ ದೆನ್ ದಟ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ another 2 questions, another 2 programs in the asked. First one is find the largest of three numbers using the ternary operator. This is very easy, but this is some difficult for you people. All these three quadratic equations, calculators, and find the largest of three numbers are easy, but this is a small little bit tougher for you people. If you want, just read. If ಇದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ನ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಫ್ 3 numbers ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಟರ್ನರಿ ಆಪರೇಟರ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್, ರೀಡ್. ಇದು ಮೂರನ್ನ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂತು ಅಂದಾಗ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ 6 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ರೀಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ.